Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, gonna be a match between herO and Mind here on Circuit Breakers after the Mind versus Jaedong game last week. Got a lot more requests for another Mind game, so dug through my replay folders. This is from 2016. Bottom left, gonna be herO. He is our red Zerg player, and in the top left, it's gonna be Mind under a Smurf name Project. We've got Spade watching as well. Not entirely sure why he's here, but when do I know when the let's see, when do I know why observers are here? That was a hard sentence for me to get out. Okay, so hit that like button if you're excited for a TVZ featuring Mind against another legendary Zerg player. Circuit Breakers again. Third bases, nope, not on the sides. But there are other places to expand to your third as Zerg, so. So what's going on here? Nothing. No proxy barracks, no SCVs moving out. Giant 4-player map. Proxies are crazy. Although, if you did catch my best of 3 overpool opening here, by the way, from herO. My best of 3 series on the channel last week featuring Action and Sharp. Dude. Honestly, I'm not going to tell you which game it was, but one of those games, Action Proxy Barracks on a 4-player map. And I was like, wow, all right, cool stuff, man. I mean, it's less likely for it to happen, so the Zerg player's not going to scout for it as hard, and so maybe it has a greater chance of succeeding if you do it there. So I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Anyway, overpool opening here from the Zergy Zerg. On the other side, Terran's got a Rax coming up at home. Has no idea what the Zerg player is up to, so this SCV's job, Steve the SCV, is to move out and see what's going on. Terry the Overlord's counting the right way, man. That's right, Terry. You scouted the right direction. You're probably going to die to a Marine, but hey, you will have served your Overlord well today. It is herO, and that is an Overlord worth serving for sure. One of the best Zerg players of all time. I don't know where he ranks on top Zerg players of all time, but I'd put him... I mean, it's Jaedong, and then it's like there's this kind of second tier behind him, right? And herO's definitely on that list. Queen's on that list. Who else is on that list? Those two are the ones that I would definitely put there. Let me know in the comments. Who else are other elite second tier behind Jaedong Zerg players in StarCraft history? There's a whole bunch of them, that's for sure. But yeah, I think it's Queen... herO, like those two have done the best with Zerg that I think on my channel anyway. So bunker produced before the expansion because recognizing the overpool threat here. It's just one Marine in the bunker, but it's quickly going to be 2 and SCVs getting pulled, and then they get pulled back as the second Marine gets inside the aforementioned bunker, and well responded to here by Mind. Excellent job by him. We like him quite a bit thus far. I'm going to tell you, I don't have a lot of replays from Mind. Actually, I do have a few that RJB sent me as part of the literally hundreds of replays this dude has sent me over the last few years. So, again, super thanks to RJB. I got this one from Team Liquid, though. Team Liquid, if you go there and just search replay packs, you'll find some old MediaFire links of replays, and you can find some interesting stuff out there. Unfortunately, as time keeps marching on, those links start dying, right? Like, MediaFire still exists, for example, but like, is Mega Upload still around? Don't actually know on that one. Haven't tried one of those for some time, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was gone. So yeah, these hosting sites, they don't last forever. Especially the free ones. Macro Hatch coming up here from herO. Evolution chain. Wow, quick Evo. What the what? So, is this ground carapace? Is this some kind of Ling Flood with ground carapace timing that herO's going for? I gotta admit, I don't know what this is. There's not a lair. Of course, he doesn't have the gas for it. It's going Metabolic Boost after he starts Carapace, because Carapace takes longer than Metabolic Boost does. This really feels like some crazy Ling Flood. Oh, it continues to drone. He's up to 20 workers. I don't know, man. You can still Ling Flood on 20 workers. He's going to get up to 25 here. Carapace are just really good against Marines because they do little bits of damage quickly, and so every one of their attacks is partially negated by the armor upgrade that you have. So it's good. I mean, if you're dealing with a ton of Marines as a Zerg player and you want to use Lings with it instead of, for example, Mutas, like most people do, then going Carapace is the way to roll. So Carapace upgrade and then going into a lair. So it delays the lair timing for sure. If Mind is expecting Mutalisks at a pretty standard 2-base Muta opening time, he's going to be early on his, that's another macro hatch, on his turrets. But, you know, better early than late, I suppose. Any sign of an engineering bay for this guy? No, not yet. Doesn't need it yet. I mean, not even close, really. Well, I don't know with the timing. Spire could be on the way. That's a bunch of Lings. They don't even have the armor upgrade yet. What are you positioning out here for? This is so weird to me. And there's a Hydralisk den. So, I mean, yeah, sure. Hydras and Lurkers benefit from the Carapace upgrade, too. It's one of the more functional upgrades in the game. Tons of units benefit from that. For the Zerg. Defilers do, Ultras do, Lurkers do, Hydras do, Lings do. I mean, just so many different units really love that Carapace upgrade. So you're never going to regret having it, but this is just such weird timing for it for herO. I wonder if it's throwing Mind off his game a bit. Yeah, it's not even a Spire. So, I mean, at this stage, Engineering Bay exists, but it's just for upgrades. There's your scan, and let's do a quick... Yeah, beautiful scan timing there. Sees no Spire, sees Hydralisk Den. And then is like, you know what? Let's not build any turrets. Maybe like one in case there's a lurker timing I need to worry about, but let's not worry about it inside the main base like I normally would. Factory coming in after 4 racks have gone down. For Mind, he's got a ton of Marines. He's got the medics out here too. No third base from herO. Yeah, this has got to be some kind of Hydra Lurker Ling style timing on 2 base that he's trying to destroy Mind with. And Mind is not a scrub. He's not someone... You know, he's not someone that's gonna die easily to something like this. I mean, not even... Wow. Yeah, this is beautiful positioning here. Great vision. He's covering the way in. Even this particular way in. So Carapace upgrade is done. But it's like 1 Ling for every Marine. Those are not good odds for these Lings at all. You need a few more to pull that off. And 9 more sets are on the way. So that'll count for something. Zerglings. Ooh. I'm going to say that looked like a committal, but it was not. Definitely not. Range upgrade coming in from Marines. You're never going to skip that if you're going for this strategy. And honestly, if you're going for mech, range upgrade for Marines is never going to... Not going to do you wrong, is what I say. First starport of the day in production. 5 Lurkers coming in. Third base, finally. Getting started in the bottom right here from herO at 745. That is a late third base. He needs to do some significant damage to Mind here. Wipe out probably all of this stuff for this timing to be worth it, and maybe even pressure the natural, too. Which, you know, you can do when you've got a Carapace upgrade on the Lurkers. It takes more hits from the Marines to kill them. So this is just a shove-back maneuver. Oh, okay. So a Lurker died and didn't kill anything there. So we're just going to try to shove the Terran army back, losing a Lurker every time. Marines are dying. These Lings are engaging way too long. Come on, herO. Here we go. And there's a Spire on the way, too. Probably just for Scourge, though. Although this could be a Muta tech switch. He could go into Mutalisks. And I don't know if Mind would be ready for that. This is such an interesting strategy from herO. I'm really intrigued by this. If this is an actual build or something, Hive getting started at 845. I mean, Hive's getting started before the third base is done, which is hilarious. Yeah, and I mean, look, middle of the map Lurkers just never really going to work against a professional Terran like this. They're not. You can do Lurker traps, sure, but just busting up on a bunch of Marines like that, you're going to lose a Lurker at least, and then they're just going to stim and run away from you, and it's just not going to be worth it to you in the long run. Well, I don't like this opening from herO at all. I don't think it got any damage done, hardly any at all. Some Marines died, sure, but he delayed his third base immensely for this. It is Scourge in production instead of Mutalisks, but I don't know, it could be Mutas. Upgrade path right now is just Carapace. No missile attack upgrades, no melee attack upgrades, which is odd in and of itself. Trying to get some Sunkens up at the natural because this failed. His attempt to get up here, and there's tanks out now too. The SK Terran is strong with this one. With Mind right now. Irradiate coming in here too. Oh yeah. But technically, no real pressure's been put on herO at this stage. So I don't want to say that Mind is necessarily ahead. Though he is up 102 to 67 supply, he's looking okay. He's feeling pretty okay about himself right now. This is why you put a Marine here, to see the Ling run by before it gets into your natural. Scourge, they took down a science vessel. That was pretty good. And these Lings know they got scouted, so if they try to come down here, I don't know, they could probably win this. Could probably win that battle, but I don't know. Hero's like, well, you're not taking any tank fire. That seems promising. No spider mines either, huh? But yo, Mind is pushing down. Ling counterattack time is now. Jump on that tank. Okay, gonna kill a medic. That's pretty cool stuff. Lurkers on the high ground. Tough to bust up to if you're Marines. And the Lings decide instead to come, maybe go for a back surround against Mind's army as it sets up and starts firing on the Sunken at the front door of the natural base of herO. Defiler Mound is on the way. Buying time for Dark Swarm would be amazing. Look at this. Mind is just keeping very close watch over what's going on back here. He's trying to cover his tanks. Gonna kill an Overlord. Nice stuff. +1/+1 for the Marines. Tanks have no upgrades yet. herO busting in. Here we go. Lurkers left side. Lurkers right side. Oh, mama. Okay, so yeah. Zerg players' best everything in Brood War is the surround. It increases their effectiveness in battle by about 80,000%. If the Zerg player's coming at you from one direction, thank your lucky stars. If they come at you from 4, you're probably going to die. That was well executed by herO, and not much that Mind could do about that either. That was just great. He didn't throw the Lings away in the natural base. He kept them alive. He danced them around out here. He sent some Lurkers to the backside too, and then when Mind got to the position that herO wanted him to be in, the trap was sprung. Now, it's still 180 supply, 11 minutes in. I mean, this has been a pretty action-packed game thus far. Consume's on the way, Adrenal coming in. And once Consume is done, as you know, that changes everything in ZVT. Right now, hero's kind of on the back foot. He can't really engage with this army with his composition, but when Stark Swarm is there, then he will be able to. Nidus Canal will allow Defilers to get into this third base, Dark Swarm this ramp, but there are tanks, and there are Irradiate-capable science vessels here, too. Ooh, Lurker Trap! Lurker Trap! Lurker Trap. Good back out there from Mind, though. Getting out of there. Very nicely done. Lurkers on the high ground. Trying to... Okay, onto the ramp we go. Siege Tank says Siege Mode. Irradiate, catching one of the Lurkers in the back. Scourge, no. Lings on the backside trying to surround. No. Say the Marines. Get away from my Siege Tank. My Siege Tank is having a great time up here. So the Lings say, fine, we're going to go bust your natural. How does that sound? Bad. Where are the Defilers? Defiler coming out. Defiler consuming. Defiler Dark Swarming. And takes one tank hit. Ooh, this is aggressive. Go! Going down the ramp. Burrowing the Lurkers on the ramp. A bunch of Marines died there. Tank's going to get out of there. A secondary Dark Swarm. And a reburrow. Sick stuff here from herO. That was great. And that's going to protect him perfectly against the tanks and the Marines. Not against the Irradiate, but nothing does there. Man, imagine if there was some kind of an upgrade you could do that made your units immune to Irradiate. Wow. Like, maybe it could be a really costly spell the Defiler has, right? Well, that's a lot of dead Zerg right there. A lot of dead Marines, too, in all fairness. These Lings decide not to engage inside Dark Swarm, and therefore they all die for nothing. But how cool would that be? Defiler can, instead of consume, walks up to a unit, casts a spell on the one unit. So it'd be an Ultralisk, it'd be a Lurker, and it makes them immune to Irradiate. And maybe the Restoration spell that medics have could take it off. Could take the buff, could debuff the units. That'd be fun. It's a little Warcraft 3-ish for sure, but that'd be interesting. I think it would change things in TVT. Not that we're ever going to see anything like that in StarCraft ever again. But, you know, pretty good stuff nevertheless. I like the idea quite a bit, considering I just came up with it. Science Vessel, one goes down, but the other get pulled out. Scourge getting picked out of the sky here. Lurker's getting some serious hits. Still 80 to 100 total supply. Third base is just now landing for Mind. He's got himself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 total barracks here. Lings, nowhere to be seen. No, here they are. Little Ling group with a Defiler buddy here too. Dark Swarm. That's a beautiful Dark Swarm placement. Couple Marines die. Pull back. Pull back. Or we're going to Adrenal your face. That's right. Adrenal with 0 attack upgrades. Oh, and a Science Vessel gets picked off too. But drop. Nope. This drop is getting absolutely scouted. So the drop's going to go home and try to kill the 4th base of herO down in this bottom right-hand corner, which is a lot easier than... Ah, nice Plague. Beautiful Plague. Still, the hatchery is in trouble. Scourge trying to catch these drop ships. Drop ships dead. Okay, future drop's going to be hard. Hatchery does get focused and killed, but everybody involved in killing that hatchery is getting executed. The Lings avenged it quite nicely. All right. So 96 to 93 supply. This is not a good place for Mind. He does not want to be this even in supply right now to the Zerg player. Now that Dark Swarm is out, now that Plague is out, hero's able to get some better trades than he was for the first 12 minutes of this game. Overlord's dying. Supply blocking herO, though. He doesn't have Overlord speed yet, which he's not working on either, but Ultralisks are on the way. By that I mean Chitinous Plating getting researched. No Ultras are technically in production at the moment, but I assume later they will be. Try to expand up here. Did Mind? No, said the Lings. Naked expanding, man, it's dangerous. Sometimes you can get away with it, but, you know, there's always the risk that somebody as good as herO is going to check up there and be like, yeah, no. Also, this base, naked expanding. Yeah, why don't you land right here? These Lings will just let you land and keep moving. These Lings might go kill it, though. This is some really good Ling harassment today. Yeah, this is going to be a liftoff on that command center at the very least. So no saving that one. Metasynaptic nodes on the way. More science vessels being produced. Mind's got all the pieces he needs to win this game. Just going to come down to positioning. Going to come down to how many bases you can kill. Another drop comes in to kill this 4th base of herO. And yeah, it's going to die. So the thing about Dark Swarm is it doesn't protect buildings at all. Beautiful Plague, but again, doesn't stop your attacks from happening or slow them down at all. All right, so Mind takes down the 4th base of herO again in exchange for about 5 Marines and a medic. Fair trade for sure. Keeping the Zerg player on 3 bases at 17 minutes is awesome. That's really good for Mind. All of a sudden here, we're getting anabolic synthesis, but without that 4th gas and 4th source of mineral income, herO's not going to be able to produce as many ultras as he wants. That's probably gotta be a Plague. It is a Plague right before he dies. On his deathbed, he curses those who killed him. 12 o'clock base for Mind is up now. It's 4 bases. It's 4 bases for Mind. And yeah, this is minerals only, but he's making 8 Marines at a time. It's cool. I think Mind might have this thing. He's up 150 to 107 supply right now. Sure, Lurker Dark Swarm is a problem. Scourge catching a science vessel. Okay, herO needs every one of the victories he can. Every little tiny victory he possibly can here. Ultras are in production. Can they be part of this battle? Lings getting some free kills, but Firebats are part of the mix now too. The Lings are going to have a much worse time. They only have +0 attack, mind you. They would be much better if they had +2. But again, herO went for this weird opening with Carapace upgrades and not focusing on anything else. Irradiate, yes, fine. This Defiler doesn't have the energy to cast anything before it just expires. Counterattacking from herO, or maybe bringing units over to go for a surround here to try to keep this 4th base alive. But, man, 4 basing Terran super bad. However, Plagued Lings, or Plagued Marines and Plagued Firebats, no match for anything. Especially not Adrenal Lings. 4 Ultras at a time coming in. I don't know. Ooh, nice drop. Ah, Nidus Snipe. Nice drop into the 3rd base. Firebat holding against these 0. Oh my gosh, that was sick. That was a sick play there from our Firebatting Mind right now. The 3rd base is under a lot of attack. Lurker tries to save it. No, save the Marines. Overlord goes down. 3rd base not happening. 4th base happening, but the 3rd base dying. Ultralisks saving the day with their +1 attack and their 6 armor. The Marines are 3-2. Okay, wipes that out. Lings getting up into the 12 o'clock, trying to get up into the 12 o'clock. There's a small army to defend it. Beautifully done. Science Vessel gets killed. Irradiate does get tossed down on an Ultralisk, doing extra biological splash damage to these units, but taking hits anyway. Has the armor to stay alive. Doesn't quite have the attacking cleaving power to kill these Marines in just a couple hits. He needs about 3 here, which is going to slow him down immensely. Not having those upgrades is a problem for sure. But all of a sudden, herO's got a lot of Lings and Ultras running about the map. And all of a sudden, we're kind of stuck on Marine tech. The science vessel count is not as heavy. Is herO going to flip this into a victory from a very difficult position? It kind of looks like he might well be able to. Is he just going to walk in here with Dark Swarm and try to wreck this whole... Dude. Okay, Dark Swarm 1. 2 science vessels present. Plague is up. GG, Mind taps out, and herO is your winner in 20 minutes and 11 seconds. Dude, right up until the very last, I would say last 35 seconds of that game, I thought for sure Mind was going to pull that thing off. Holy crap. What an absolutely insane display there from herO. He lost his 4th base. The Terran player had 4. His 3rd base was under fire just 60 seconds ago. He cleans that out. His ultras start popping. He's got enough upgrades on him. His Lings are a lot stronger. And then Dark Swarm, Ling, Ultra in an aggressive offensive position. Not in the middle of the map, right? Able to crush in here, kill this natural base. And Mind says, yeah, I with Marines and medics and not really enough science vessels with enough energy to irradiate everything that needs to be irradiated. And that's it. He taps out. herO gets the win. Absolutely crazy. One of the more crazy reversals I've seen in a game of StarCraft. And yeah, it came down to something that is pretty standard. Oh no, I have too many Marines, not enough science vessels, and like 5 ultras showed up with Dark Swarm and like 20 Lings. Crap. Now, here's the thing. If these Marines were out in the middle of the map, then yeah, you could go ahead, the Zerg would throw down the Dark Swarm, you pull back, you buy time for more science vessels to come out, more energy to come up, and then by the time the Zerg gets here, maybe you can hold it, especially if you're irradiating the ultras out here, you know, instead of in here. But wow, absolutely killer game there from herO. One of the better reversals I've seen from him, and this is why I put him at the level that I do. He's just capable of doing this kind of stuff. Whereas, you know, your average professional Zerg probably just loses this game. You drop him into the match at the 15-minute mark and say, go win it, and they can't. And herO can. Sick. I mean, absolutely, truly sick game there. herO, this is, I mean, it's got to be one of the top 5 reversals I've seen from him. He's definitely had some incredible games against mech, where he's used queens to great effect and pulled off some incredible comebacks. This is not quite that, but this is dead impressive anyway. I mean, again, this 4th base was gone. This 3rd base, gone. No, nothing at it. The Nidus Canal gets killed. The fact that he made an ultra here instead of over back home and tried to Nidus it here totally saved him. Like little tiny things. And I still don't know what that opening was. Was it just going to be a Ling Lurker Hydra bust play that never really materialized and Mind just kind of shooted away easily? I don't know, man. But that Carapace, that early Carapace upgrade, I mean, maybe it helped here. They do have the 6 armor, right? So they're tankier, but the attack upgrades were late, and there was really no missile attack upgrades either today. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Let's find a burrowed lurker somewhere and check that upgrade real fast. But yeah, hit that like button if you enjoyed that game. That was, I mean, I'm sure if you clicked on this hoping for a Mind win, you're a little bit disappointed, but he played extremely well. It's just, he wasn't quite ready for the ultras. He didn't take care of his science vessels as well as somebody like Flash would. Understandable. Like even Light and Last, some of the best Terran players in the world right now struggle with that. Light's just was used on another level with that kind of a thing. So, yo. 124,000 points there from herO, 112,000 points from Mind. Got outproduced by the Zerg player. Did outkill the Terran or Zerg player, but only about 284 to 233. So no 2-to-1 kill death ratio here today, unfortunately. And yo. 5 Zerg buildings raised, no Terran buildings died today, which is interesting in a Zerg win. And then if the resources, you know, it wasn't a killer amount. It's 39,000 resources spent for herO and only 36.7 thousand for Mind. It's not a huge advantage in 20 minutes, but it was the tech. It was the ultras without the science vessel support. The Marines had the good upgrades, but so did the ultras. So that was Mind just kind of running into a buzzsaw there. Wow. So again, fantastic TVZ. A lot of fun to cast. Hope it was a lot of fun to watch. And that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.